enjoy the show. Play on my channel.
I mean, who hasn't been to the day spa on Exeter? I mean, it's great.
I mean, they give you fresh hot towels.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in. Red Hood, not Rob Hood. That's a different guy. Really? Sells crack on the corner, but, you know, he's in and out of park.
Falcon Roy is always looking for that guy.
Falcon Roy's a great dude. It's a lot like your dad asking your mom for anal. I haven't given it to you in the past, not getting in the future. Multi-streaming across the interwebs, of course. This is none other than the only podcast to restart and start again more than an F1 race. This is the Triforce Podcast. Of course, I am your host, Matthew Bucarell, the Matman. And in the Projanger box, we have one Christopher Bristow, the old man, as well as our Iron Kelly Collins, our omnipotent presence that is the producer, Big Brother, Stephen Bucarell. And, of course, our mascot, Hero Time, Link Diablo. He just doesn't shut up, I know. But we gather here because tonight, dusting Nova off the shelf, the best deleted scene ever, subscriptions galore, and so much more on the Triforce Podcast. And, of course, we want you to hop on over here to our website, pjandwh.com. But, of course, I have a button for that. pjandwh.com. And you'll find all of the crazy and luggy nutty moments like from last week's podcast right up top. Or no, last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. There's a lot of funny moments up top. As well as all of our podcast.
Subscribe.
You could do that if the old man wasn't possessed by Zool. I got to imagine Zool adds a little bit of interference if you try to like
Chris,
and subscribe.
Are you the gatekeeper? Because I'm the key master.
I'm the gatekeeper.
I think that's a separate Zoom box.
I don't. Okay.
I need that box that you're using though, because this podcast will be so on a whole other. I need more buttons. That's what I need. A lot like a hole in the head, but I need you to hit that second tab for Wild Jenga Gaming because Monday through Sunday, you will see Big Brother and myself streaming on Walljanger Gaming. I am going through the Old Republic, of course. You will see Old Man's son, my man, One Punch Connor, going live with Cuphead, as well as, hit the multi-streaming tab there. As well as
beat the Phantom Express on Cuphead, so now we're on the King Die.
Oh, okay. Because you guys are pulling a lot of views on the Cuphead.
We're at the finale, man.
Okay. What game is he going to next? Do you have the inside scoop? He's going to Elden Ring.
No.
Wolverine, the movie game.
I'll get back to you on that one. He's going to be playing Shaq Fu.
There you go.
You know, it was.
You never know, man. There's that option out there. But you'll also see Big Brother streaming Monday to Friday, Elden Ring. Big Brother, you're hitting it out of the park there with the Elden Ring there, man. It's a great looking game.
It's quite frustrating, but you know, everything has its pattern. You just gotta learn it. And
you seem to be grasping a little bit more of like what kind of play styles are best
way
now.
More. Yeah, it's such a deep game, and you could just go so.
To where, what were you saying on one of the other podcasts? If you're going into Elden Ring,
if you're starting,
easiest one.
You want to start with the astrologer, which is essentially a mage, or if you want to do more melee, you want to start with the samurai.
I'm such a Pisces. They're not that kind of astrologer, right?
No, they like.
Oh,
I don't know. Spells.
Go, bitch.
Shoot, like Dark Souls spells.
God, you're such a Gemini. But no, I mean that would be the ultimate. The mage would be my entry level into Elden Ring. But the other badass one that you started off with one day was Samurai.
The Samurai. He's pretty awesome. He's got that katana. kick some ass with that.
But you also went with what was the healing class one?
Oh, I don't know the name of it. The faith one.
Yeah.
Faith-based one, yeah.
Yeah, you can throw lightning bolts. So I think
That one was badass today, man. You were rattling off lightning bolts.
I'm at a further point because I need to know where I'm going.
Somebody's in Zeus level.
You get some pretty awesome lightning bolt powers if they're far enough away.
Speaking of lightning bolts, Connor and I started watching
Bolts of
Marvel
lightning.
X-Men, the animated series.
Yes.
So now he loves the intros, like
Oh, that is one of the best intros, alongside the Spider-Man the animated series.
we watched that too.
Oh, that was so 90s.
Copyright. Copyright.
Yeah, that was so 90s, but it was so great. But we don't gather here for that. Once again, I almost forgot we were live. But we will go over to our first story, which, of course, the new Star Wars novel, Shadow of the Sith, explores Luke Skywalker's journey 17 years after Return of the Jedi. A new Star Wars novel has been announced titled Star Wars Shadow of the Sith, and it is giving a whole new Luke Skywalker adventure. The story is 17 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, which is the same year that Rey shows up on Jakku, and 12 years after Luke takes Grogu under his wing to attempt to start his own Jedi training. So it's in that key kind of phase right there, to where it's just kind of tying A to B. On his new journey, Luke will also receive some help from his father, Anakin Skywalker, obviously in the Force Ghost form, and he finds himself going up against the Sith Eternal on the planet Exegol. Lando also joins him on his journey, which is pretty cool. The book was written by Adam Christopher, and the synopsis reads, "The Empire is dead. Nearly 2 decades after the Battle of Endor, the tattered remnants of Palpatine's forces have fled to the furthest reaches of the galaxy. But for the heroes of the New Republic, danger and loss are ever-present companions, even in this newly forged era of peace." So Jedi Master Luke Skywalker is haunted by the visions of the dark side, foretelling of an ominous secret growing somewhere in the depths of space on a world called Exegol. The disturbance in the Force is undeniable.
Heard of it.
And Luke's worst fears are confirmed when his old friend Lando Calrissian comes to him with reports of a new Sith menace.
I mean, who hasn't been to the day spa on Exegol? I mean, it's great.
I mean, they give you fresh hot towels.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in.
Yeah, like right. Even if you don't stay,
If you don't have an appointment, you still get a fresh hot towel. I mean, for that alone,
I'm
it's
fairly
worth.
certain it's on a volcano. So if they don't let you in, you're gonna die.
Well, yeah. So you really need to have an
That's
appointment.
just a
For the
sauna.
towels.
You just gotta have an appointment, and you'll be fine. After Lando's daughter was stolen from his arms, he searched the stars for any trace of his lost child. But every new rumored leads only to dead ends and fading hopes, until he crossed paths with Ochi of Bestoon, a Sith assassin tasked with kidnapping a young girl. Ochi's true motive remains shrouded to Luke and Lando. For now, on a junkyard moon, a mysterious envoy of the Sith Eternal has bequeathed a sacred blade to the assassin, promising that it will answer the question that has haunted him since the Empire fell. So, he has that going for him.
Queefing all over the place.
He's queefing all over the place for
queefing
an
up and
eternal
down.
blade. So they're focused on why the Empire fell. We know. But Rey, the granddaughter of Darth Sidious himself, involved in this, I guess. Ochi hunts Rey and her parents to the edge of the galaxy. Luke and Lando race into the mysteries of the Sith's lingering shadows and aid the young family running for their lives. So that's obviously where they're tying in Rey's family with Luke and Lando and all that. nice bit of storytelling that you could take out in a novel and a comic series and really expand on that. Shadow of the Sith goes on sale June 28th. Old man, what do you think of the A to B here? Because this really shoots it in the nipple of the rumor for fans that they were going to go ahead and just do the Force Veil and undo the sequel trilogy of movies.
They technically can still do it with this comic iteration, because The Force Awakens wasn't a bad launching point. It could still launch into that, and then we can actually get, like, the final two correct.
I mean, the big thing between Whedon and Abrams' versions were, like, Whedon was like, your parents aren't shit. You aren't shit. And then Abrams is like, you're actually Emperor Palpatine's granddaughter. So it was that kind of like a weird, thing between
Leave
them
them as they are and just move on.
You could just leave the story like that, but actually have her parents. Yes, actually, Luke and Lando helped your parents run. They dumped you on this backwater planet because fuck, Empire was right on their gills.
We were totally
and they had to dip off
totally
to save
meant
you,
to come back. They just, got lost
or died.
Whatever.
It'd be better if they got lost or prisoned, because then you could have that Ezra Miller arc of where you could have Rey meet her family. That'd be cool, but they're probably dead. They're most likely dead.
Probably.
Very dead.
Probably.
Very dead.
Probably.
But I like the opportunity that it gives, that you can actually have this explained story to really fill in any kind of plot holes and really give depth to the universe, that now later on down the line, you can use this as a part of whatever you want to do visually with the Star Wars universe on Disney Plus.
You do a lot more than what they did originally.
You can write a lot of the ship on this TV series because you need a lot more content for a TV series. It just makes sense. Like, oh, well, plot holes, we'll just aim for them and keep going. And they could really make the sequel trilogy better, just like they did with the prequel trilogy.
If they try. If they try.
Is this your passive aggressive? Was that your passive aggressive camera? If
Yes,
they try, side of the head. That means he disapproves. I'm just looking. There you go. For the hot take, you go to the side. You go to the side look. Chris's hot take. Bum bum. We're having too much fun with this. A lot like this next story. Because Nova is getting Moon Knight writer to script the new Cosmic Marvel property. On March 24th, the trades officially took to social media to break the news that the character Nova is officially coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. However, according to Deadline's Justin Knoll, while unknown whether it would be a movie or a series, sources say likely to be limited for Disney Plus. As always, only time will tell with what producer Kevin Feige and the rest of Marvel Studios have officially planned. What would you rather see? A movie, a Nova movie, or a Nova Disney Plus series, even if it is a limited Disney Plus series like what we get with WandaVision,
You can draw out the story a lot more in a series than you do a movie. I feel if you have to do a movie, you have to do like 2 or 3 in order to get the full breadth.
I really feel like an introduction to Nova should be a series, because then you could have the Nova Corps. You could even do an anthology Nova Corps.
Yeah.
There's so much you could do with that, to where, although Shang-Chi was a great introduction to a new character. So, Kelly, the question is, Marvel is dusting off the shelf of Nova, and they have a Nova project in the works. Moon Knight scribe Sabri Perazda from Moon Knight is going to be scripting the project. Now, Would you rather this be a movie or a
PBS
Disney
series?
Not a BDSM series, a Disney Plus series? What would you rather the Nova series be?
Disney Plus series. I mean, it's not. They haven't had. I feel like Disney Plus would do fine with Nova. I mean, since they're dusting it off, as you say, it's like
Gotta
it's a good
start
place to
somewhere.
start.
They have like, I think like off the top of my head, I think there's like 3 Novas like that they could pull from, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like the Green Lantern Corps. They're the space cops, you know? So I feel like
It's not movie, but I don't think it's movie ready yet. Like I think like a series on Disney Plus would be
like Loki. Loki really worked as
Yeah,
a
exactly.
series.
Yeah.
But I also feel like Semi Lu was a very good Shang-Chi, and even though he's like Avengers level, like there was something to be said for how they did introducing a new character for this phase 4. So I could see either, but I am on that side of the Disney Plus series mainly because I'm a whore for content. You're giving me 6 hours of content with a Disney Plus series as opposed to like what, a 2.5 hour movie?
Well, that's what I feel like. I feel like they could do that for like any new character that they're gonna. I mean, there's so much backstory that you could have for them that like I think a series is actually a good idea before even going into the movies because then you'd have a lot more time to develop. There's so many characters now that it's almost like good to do that because then you fall in love with the character more because you have more time with them. Then you go to the movie, it's even better.
Well, especially because they want to go cosmic with the phase 4. So when you look at Thor Love and Thunder, which is coming later this year, and the Marvels, which is coming, I believe, next year in 2023, having Nova, you can introduce him like maybe Marvels and end credits and introduce him in like another TV series you have along the lines like Secret Invasion and then give him his own movie. I can see that because you built him up. But if they're just going to drop him cold cock, I think it's going to be on his own Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
Which just makes sense. I mean, either way, we're going to watch it. So, you know, Nova is coming. Giggity. Not to say that while he's positioned like that over my head, because that would get messy. But, you know, we may see Richard Rider or Sam Alexander. We're going to see somebody in the iconic gold helmet coming to a Disney Plus near you, Giggity. That's perfect. And on.
Did the old man go to bed? Is it past his bedtime?
His computer restarts randomly.
Yeah.
I just thought he was so old that it's his bedtime.
No, his Windows
that's
is
not
so
for
old
another
that
half
it's
hour.
restarting. It thinks it's daylight savings time. So,
Just like
this next story. Supernatural's Misha Collins cast as the DC's next live-action Two-Face for the for the Gotham Knights TV series. He is Harvey Dent, a.k.a. Two-Face. So Collins broke this news on Twitter, tweeting out an image of what appeared to be an action figure of Aaron Eckhart's Two-Face as he was portrayed in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. I've asked if my version of the character could be wearing a beige trench coat over the gray suit. So here's the thing. If we're looking at Two-Face, like this is the TV series, do whatever you want with him. I want more of like Two-Face is a good character, but if you're going for that split personality, what is it? Dissociative
the
identity
trench coat's gonna
disorder.
be a big thing. Do I wear it or don't I?
Maybe it's half a trench coat, like literally just half a trench coat. So half
That
of
would
you
be
is
so
wearing the
stupid.
trench coat. But like, how do you keep
And
that
half
half
is wearing
on?
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how do you keep the half on though? Is it just sewn into one part of your, or maybe you got like the
Magic? It's a wizard.
I was gonna think like Velcro or like
wizard.
Glue.
that like double-sided tape.
Hope.
Double-sided tape. Duct
Yeah.
tape and WD-40.
And a little bit of Honda Bond.
And
It'll do it.
garlic.
Why the vampires? Vampires. It's got to be the vampires. So CW has this Gotham Knights series to where, admit the old man again. CW has this Gotham Knights series that is going to be looking at, I believe, if Batman was dead. And you have Barbara Gordon's Batgirl, Tim Drake's Robin, Nightwing, Red Hood, not Rob Hood. That's a different guy.
Really?
Sells crack on the corner, but, you know, he's in and out of Arkham.
Falcon Roy is always looking for that guy.
Falcon Roy's a great dude.
Yeah.
He deserves to be
Keeping
in
the
the
streets
Justice
clean.
League. Yeah. So hordes of villains vying for control of the titular series beyond villains like the Penguin, Mr. Freeze. Oh, right. Because we have the Gotham Knights game as well as the series coming out. To where this game is coming out on October 25th. The series, CW series, has yet to have a release date. Is there still a market for the CW series when they are starting to put more pull into the HBO Max, especially with the Discovery Plus and all that? Where do you see the CW series happening? Is this its own bubble universe that's going to fade out, and then they're going to fade into more of their other stuff that they're going, like the Arkham series that was GCPD? Where do you see this going, old man?
I hate to say it, but it's the MCU brought on its own iteration of allowing multiple universes to exist at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have to stay in one lane anymore. This is like, if we're going to do this one, we have to do this one and only this one.
Yeah.
And we you know, as comic book fans and as fans of the medium, we know that you can follow multiple arcs. The human mind is an amazingly adaptive to follow multiple stories.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I think this will have its own life outside of the movie verse versus the TV verse, and maybe have like those little nods of crossovers, but not full crossovers like they did with, with the Flash and, Ezra Miller, Grant Gustafson, Batman, seeing them all in there.
If he's not in jail, I mean, the motherfucker keeps getting arrested and shit. Jesus Christ, somebody put him in a straitjacket or time out.
Get another actor.
I mean, that'd be
Grant
easy too.
Gustafson in there.
Hey, my man, that's a great idea.
I'm not saying his Flash is not not good, but if you can't keep your shit clean, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, first he chokes a fan, now he's fucking acting rowdy in a bar. Like I get it. That could be misconstrued and just like hype
chokes
news.
a fan like Justice chokes a fan.
Oh yeah, like we talked about on the podcast. We showed the video.
okay.
He was like, "Is this what you want? Is this what you want?" Which could really be. All right, it may be BDS. I don't know. I'm not here to kink shame. All right, I'm just saying if you're the Flash, maybe don't do that shit in public.
Yeah, it's like that's
If you want to be a superhero, you gotta be super. You don't see Doctor Who pissing in an alley
every day.
It's DC. It's dark.
I'm just saying. There's some kind of monicum of professionalism that is needed.
Well, he's giving them exactly what they want.
Oh,
Darkness
okay.
and justice.
Okay. Somebody who else is getting justice is this next story, because of course we are nothing other than
Pajaming?
Yes.
Pajamas,
Pajaming.
Say that.
Pajaming?
That's good enough.
like this next story, because unfortunately it was not in the Batman movie. That's why we can show this trailer. Show it right below, because we have
Show it.
the deleted scene from the Batman where we get a look at Druig, Barry Keoghan's Joker. I mean, the version I saw was pretty fucking blurry, but we'll see. This one actually looks pretty clean. But this was a deleted scene. The movie, which currently sits at number 1 for the third week of the box office, $300+ million domestically and $600+ million worldwide. The Cape Crusader gave comic fans something they were longing for: the Detective Batman. Which, Kelly, have you seen the Batman? No.
He's only heard lore of the Batman.
Well, the Batman is real. And here we see,
I have
right
not seen
there,
that.
pause that shit. That is the fucking Joker right there, man. That is, there was, I think I probably got it around here somewhere, but there's, or it's on my Comixology, but there's a Joker comic to where it follows the henchman of the Joker, and it has this style Joker on all, like, that's the theme all the way through it. On the front cover is his fucking crooked ass teeth smiling. And even to the point where, like, Westchester University has a comic course that one of the books they look at is this one for the Joker, because it's so, great literary and artistic wise and all that. But that's what I wanted to put out, is like, the Joker we have coming up for us is so great, because this is what Matt Reeves said, is that this is the beginning point of the Joker. Play the rest of the trailer, though, because through it, Batman is inquiring the Joker about the Riddler, and he gives him some documents through the under thing, and he's asking him questions, and Joker's like, "No, you already know what you need to look for." And here we see paperwork.
All justice.
We see paperwork with 3 paper clips go through, and the back and forth between the two. The look of the Joker, I really love, even though it looks like he needs to get in the Just for Men hair club. Or stop pulling out his hair. Because he's in a mental institution, so I figure maybe pulling out the hair. There's something fucked up that happened with that back of the head. 3 paper clips. 1, 2, 3. He's looking through the paperwork, saying, "Oh yeah." He's actually looking through the paper like, "Damn! Like, look what this guy did. Oh, he's got a cipher. Oh, that's awesome." So he's like a fan. He's fanboying it out right now, and Batman's like, "I mean, are you gonna help or not?" There's this, and then the fingers, like why this was cut from the movie is. It's a disservice. That's why I wanted to take time just bullshitting, because I can do that all day. Focusing in on this, because you see Batman, you see Joker. Even I can see why maybe they cut it, because, too many villains. You have Catwoman, you have Riddler, you have Penguin. Like, oh, now you're going to have Joker. It's like, oh, my God, too many people. But I see this as, like, you should have this, if you release a director's cut, you should have this in there at the appropriate point when he is inquiring about how to take on this task of taking down the Riddler. But his portrayal of this is even better than what he did with Druig in the Eternals. So Kelly will be happy. I know how you didn't really like Eternals. Did you like him as Druig, though, in Eternals?
Yes. I never said I didn't like it. You're
I believe you said it was
taking out of
dog
context.
shit that should be set on fire, if I
didn't
recall.
say that. I said it wasn't where I thought. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Sound like your twin with Justice League.
I never said about. I love Justice League, actually. So.
How do you feel about the Joker here? And the Batman? I mean, just from the look of this scene, the back and forth between the two, it looks good. They're talking. If you've seen the movie, it will resonate more. But
Well,
even
on my
just from the
screen,
look of
I
it.
know who it is for Joker.
Yes.
On my screen, it looks like Dennis Hoffman playing Babyface. Big boy did it. Big boy did it. Big boy did it.
But he's young
That's what
enough
it looks like
and
to me.
fucked up enough to where they could have this Pattinson, Coogan Joker really play a part, because what they want to do is add in, like, even as a background nod, the Court of Owls, the next movie, and then have it be about Joker, Mr. Freeze, Riddler,
Yeah,
all that.
But we just
villain
got
building.
done the Batman. Like, are we ready for another one already?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Dude, you need to watch the movie. After you watch
I
that
heard
movie,
so
you
many
will be
mixed
so ready for this. It is so good. I loved every single second of it. I will watch it again if you want to. If you want to go, I'll go with you. 100%.
All right, down.
We'll go see Joker.
I'll
the
bring my
Batman, not the
wife, too.
Joker.
We'll
That'd
get
be
a
the wrong
babysitter.
movie. Like,
Yeah,
see,
we're
this
there to
is
see
a
the
great
Joker.
Batman
Well,
movie.
that one
This
left
is the
theaters
Joker.
years ago.
Oh, that's why the theater's empty. But no, yeah, we'll go see that. And I will pull Kelly over to the dark side, giggity. But it
Where are you
is
taking him?
an A+ idea
Is it?
because we could even hire a nice catering or event right before we go see the Batman, and we can hire A+ catering and events.
Does
Then-
Batman sparkle?
We can make them sparkle with some sparkly empanadas. Where
Like,
I don't know if they
when he
offer
goes-
the sparkles.
When he
with
goes
the
into
empanadas.
the light, does he sparkle?
No,
Okay.
he shimmers.
Oh,
Is it different?
tell me about this food. I want to know about
I
this
thought
food.
you
A
sent
plus
shudder. He shudders.
He shudders.
I'm hungry.
When
I'm
he
hungry.
shudders, he shimmers. That's how good he is.
I'm
So
hungry. Tell me about this
scroll
food.
on through that beautiful bean footage of A+, because you will see
Ooh.
all the most delicious delicatessens.
Ah,
And these
bacon.
could be in your next catering event or office party. Do you want to be the hero of the office? Like, damn. You remember when Kelly
Yes.
got A+ catering to come through on the fucking Christmas party? Bro, those empanadas, I could eat them all fucking day.
They brought them all the way up to the top girder.
Those martinis with the fucking little girls in them. The
Are they pole dancing?
tacos with the fucking marsupials on their hands. A+ ideas all the way through here. Hop on over to facebook.com/APLUS Tri-State, and you will find
Hey, there's
the
the
best
empanadas again.
idea you've had in a long time with hiring A+ catering and events. I'm really impressed with all the different kind of pictures they have for their foods that pop up here between like ad segments that we do, because I'm like, damn, like I really want to just like, I don't care if anybody shows up. We'll just like rent out a fucking hall, even if it's a crack den. I don't care. Like, and we'll just have like an event there. We'll have A+ come through, just have a whole bunch of delicious food there, just so we could try all this shit. We've been talking about them for so long. It looks goddamn delicious.
I know. All the food looks good. I kind of want to call them up. Like we should have a little get together and
Yeah, a powwow, if you will.
we'll powwow and just get one of each.
Even if we have to go to the country of Jersey, I think it's worth it.
That's where I work, so I pass it all the time. I mean, it's kind of a little far, but
Oh, you
Wanna
have
go up to
plenty
my
of
town?
stamps on your passport.
before you go to the next story, let me know. I got something to say.
All right,
Go right ahead.
go right ahead.
So in November, I was talking to the guy. I kind of help him with it too. In November, there's going to be a Toys for Tots Iron Man hockey tournament that are looking for some sponsors as well.
Nice.
Last year we raised, I think it was like $5,000 and 3 huge barrels of toys. And there's a lot of sponsors there. It's a lot of fun. And I was
That's
talking to the guy who runs it.
See if
and
they
he would
want a
be honored.
podcast.
He'd be honored to have us do a podcast.
Oh, we'll do it.
And if we wanted to sponsor,
I'm such a
or,
whore.
put up
We'll do
some
it.
cards or something, and we're more than welcome to have a table.
We got business cards. Did you get some?
Oh, did I get some?
Yeah, he got some.
I got mine
I got-
right here. You want
I got a
some?
few. No, I got-
Come get the
sorry, I
business
got-
card. It's got
I
the
got
QR
so many of
code.
But yeah, it's in November. It's a good cause. Toys for
Yeah.
Tots, always good. And
Absolutely, man. We're there. 100% we're there. Podcasting away. I'm
in a few
also
months, I'll give us more
talking.
details.
I'm also talking to A plus, the A1 Beer Barn. In probably like spring or summertime, they're gonna have a little event. Drum up some vendors and different stuff there. We're gonna be there, live podcasting. So we got a lot of stuff coming up in the future, live events.
I know Jenny, who you would be dealing with from
Yeah.
A1. She's
Yes, Jenny is amazing. I gave her the business cards and stuff. She's awesome.
Yeah.
And then of course we have to get the Console Wars guys on.
Yes, that would be the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff coming up, like this next story, which is always a long, drawn-out segue, too.
That was a good segue.
Very loud. But One Piece Odyssey announced as part of a slew of announcements related to the One Piece franchise. Today, One Piece and Odyssey was officially announced for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox X and S, and PC. And we even have an announcement trailer there, big brother. The new video game, which is a role-playing game, is set to release in 2022, and it apparently sees the Straw Hats shipwrecked on a mysterious island. Beyond that, not much else is known about what folks can expect about the game in and of itself, though it would appear to be set after the franchise's jump in time based on the character design. The name had previously been revealed through trademarks last year. So, Straw Hat Pirates are shipwrecked. The last One Piece game, once again, I was talking about how I played open world games last podcast, and I pretty much just go side quest and open world all over that and just have my fun. I got nowhere in it, and I really am going to get back to it because it really has a lot of promise. And then, of course, this one looks great, especially with the upgraded graphics. But a nice open world One Piece game really has a lot of legs because you have the Rubber Man himself, Mr. Monkey D. Luffy, which is an awesome anime over fucking like 900
something like that.
900 podcasts, 900 episodes of One Piece. And then you have the Rubber Man, you have his Weapon Man, Yusuf, Roronoa Zoro, a whole bunch of great characters that you could play. And I believe we are also talked about. Hello, Charlie. We also talked about you being able to have a custom character in this One Piece character game. So you have your own pirate as well as you're part of the fucking Straw Hat Pirates in this. You're part of the Straw Hats is an awesome premise to it that I think that's what really resonates because the last One Piece game, you were Luffy, you were going around the game, going around the island. Very set story-wise. To where this one, even if you're on like a mysterious island, even though you can play as Zoro or Usopp or, Luffy. That is an interesting premise in this game that you also have that almost Dragon Ball, Xenoverse style. You have your own character in the mix.
Yeah,
So-
Xenoverse. Yeah.
So
Don't do that.
They have to because
Don't touch that, hon. Don't touch that. Sorry.
You might want to mute yourself there,
Hang on.
Kelly.
because we have another audio
You're
drop.
providing some really high quality audio.
She
drops.
she unmuted it.
Are we gonna get a song this time?
No, doesn't look like there's a song.
It doesn't look like there's gonna.
Doesn't
be
look like
any
there's gonna be a
singing.
song.
Do you want to sing? They want you to sing. Sing a song.
Oh, she instantly stopped crying to. Oh, they want a
Oh,
song.
I can perform.
Oh, I am needed.
Are you gonna sing
I am
for us?
Sing a
here.
song.
Yeah,
Sing,
Can
let
we
it go.
sing?
the projangers
go
need you
ahead.
to sing.
Can you
Sing
sing
it.
for us?
No, we
You
really
don't
liked
do your
requests.
song last time.
You gonna
we want
thumb
you to
up?
sing
Yeah,
again.
Thumbs
sing-
up.
What does Elsa? What does Anna say? And Elsa.
I don't remember them saying that.
I don't remember that part of the movie, but I only watched it once by force.
Do you want to build a snowman?
No.
That almost sounds like somebody was talking to me.
I
Like,
don't want to
yeah, but if
build
you
a
guys-
snowman.
if-
No.
do you want
If she didn't know what was going on, somehow she does. She would be screaming it
Yeah.
because that's all she does.
You know what it is?
Let it go, let it go.
You know what? Stage fright gets us all. Lot like One Piece Odyssey. We'll have to see if they get stage fright or if it's going to be a bomb-ass game that's going to pop up on your PC, Xbox Series X or S, PlayStation 5 or 4 in 2022 with no definitive release date. But one thing that has had a release date for a very long time, and it looks like syphilis, it's not going away anytime soon, is this next story, which unfortunately is
That was a good segue.
because Rockstar unveils GTA Plus.
What
A
they really want
Grand
to tell
Theft
you is,
Auto.
look, you haven't bought this game enough, and we need more money out of it.
A Grand Theft Auto online subscription with
No.
exclusive benefits and bonus rewards.
Will it pay my water bill?
No. Not many subscriptions will do that. Netflix won't either. Or Amazon. Well, I don't know. If you pay Bezos enough, you never know. Probably still no. But starting March 29th, players can sign up for the membership for $5.99 a month, and it can be
These
canceled.
suggestions by Matt Man is not financial advice.
No, but it can be canceled at any time. That cost will get a reoccurring monthly GTA $500,000 direct deposit to your Maze bank account, plus exclusive benefits like waived LS Car Meet membership fees and more.
That's all right.
Oh, yay.
Based on Rockstar's announcement, it seems like the monthly rewards and benefits will change because they list what subscribers will get for the period March 29th through April 7th. So let me put this into perspective. That's like us saying we're going to launch Projangers Plus, to where if you go on to Projangers and Wall Hangers, like let's say we make our VR metaverse, and you bought a Projangers coffee, okay?
Can you stop
We're gonna give
talking
you
so we can copyright it.
a free coffee every single month.
It's
A
digital
free digital coffee.
Digital.
And you don't
digital
taste anything. You don't get anything from it. But we give you digital coffee, a free blowjob, and
Digital.
an AK-7,
There's no
an AK-47,
actual coffee will
all
show up.
digital.
Nothing will show
This
up at your
Projanger
house.
metaverse. And that is the Projanger Plus. It still does nothing for your life or the actual story going forward. They're just throwing free crap at you that
Digital.
means nothing. Digital crap
Bullshit.
that has no actual value.
And how much
I'm
is it
glad
again?
you finally reached.
$5.99 a month.
And your soul.
A little bit of your pride, if you want to count that.
And this is for GTA.
Yeah. GTA 5. Meanwhile,
Are they? Aren't they making 6?
they're making
No.
6.
No, I don't think they are.
It's actually
just-
a myth. And
People are just
they
going to
just
make
say they're doing
GTA
it.
5 forever. Oh, did you
Rockstar
spin the wheel today? Get your car.
Rockstar talked to Bethesda one day. It's like they both had a smoke break. You know how like old smoke breaks used to work? You'd meet like a coworker from like a completely different department that smoked, and you're like, "Hey,
in the
what's
smoker
up,
common
man?"
area. Yeah.
yeah." And then you had that conversation. That's what Rockstar and Bethesda did, or excuse me, Bethesda did, and they're like, "Dude, you are not doing that right." Like, what? Like, yeah, no, man, you gotta water that down, and then you gotta make them wait a long time for the next one. Like, how long? Like 2 years? Oh,
Like
fuck
10.
you, man. Get those numbers up, rookie. Talk about 10 at least until the next game.
And let's make a mod literally for anything possible ever.
That's what we call replayability, son. That's what you need to do.
Not gonna lie though, it was pretty fun for Skyrim to do.
10 minutes each game? Yeah, it was fun. It was a
I
fling
think I spent
at
more
best.
time trying to figure out how to mod it. I
Hashtag
actually did playing
schmucks.
and modding it.
I tried.
Like, how the fuck? How does this work? I can't tell if it's working or not.
I'm
Game
just
crash. Oh, wrong. Oh, I had the wrong this above this and this. Oh.
if you would have told me like 2 games that would have had the kind of life and replayability, I would not have pegged these 2 games.
I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5 since it came out.
Skyrim you have played.
I have. I'll admit I've.
That one I'm not surprised because
did
it's
you
Elder
mod it?
Scrolls.
Sometimes,
Did you mod it at
yeah.
all?
That one.
Sometimes he mods it.
Yeah.
I just like the visual games. I've told you guys this before. Like I love visually beautiful games.
Yes.
That's why I still play Steep. I was playing
Oh,
last night.
Guardians of the Galaxy. The Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. You'll love that one. It's so beautiful.
when I
on my
modded Skyrim,
27
I was like,
Super.
Ooh, pretty flowers. Let me add those. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, good landscape. Oh, let me add that. Ooh, better looking rocks. Let me add that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, flowing water.
So
They
you mean to
have
tell me that you did
every-
everything in Skyrim that you would have done for your house?
Correct. Beautiful cities, and then it was like beautiful people.
Yeah.
And then there was
Yeah.
then there was ones for a PC that
You
was
got to
like
move for that.
Was there one that let you build a snowman?
would you like to build a snowman?
I'm telling you, we're gonna make a bridge hangers and wall hangers.
It's gonna
We can't
be-
do Frozen because we
10
can't
feet
afford it,
tall.
but it'll be something. It'll be a musical. The bridge hangers and wall hangers musical. You're gonna be the lead.
How many stories do we have left?
Not that many because the next one is just as predictable. I won't hit the button because Sony announces a new PlayStation Plus subscription. It's its answer to the Xbox Game Pass.
A new subscription. Don't they already have a subscription? Hold on. What's it called? Oh, wait. They already have this thing.
Sony is announcing a new version of its PlayStation Plus subscriptions today. Its long-running rumored answer to the Game Pass, PlayStation Plus, is now a combination of Sony's 2 concurrent subscription services, PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now. The 2 new PlayStation Plus subscription options will include access to multiplayer gaming alongside catalog of select PlayStation games to install or stream. These new tiers will start to become available in June in Asia, followed by North America and Europe and the rest of the world. As part of the launch, PlayStation Now will no longer be available as a standalone service. PlayStation Plus Essential is priced at $9.99 a month and will include the same PlayStation Plus benefits that exist today, with online multiplayer access to monthly downloadable games, discounts, and cloud storage for saved games.
Isn't that what they get now?
Yes, and that's $9.99 a month.
And
this-
how are they ripping us off?
So this tier of the PlayStation Plus will effectively remain the same and at the same price. PlayStation Plus Extra is the new tier that includes all the essential benefits that add up to 400 PS4 or PS5 games. Probably not 400 PS5 games because that just came out. So they don't have
And
that
no
many.
one can get one.
Games in this extra tier are also downloadable, and it will be priced at $14.99 per month. The third tier is PlayStation Plus Premium, priced at $17.99 per month. At launch, Sony plans to include games like Death Stranding, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Mortal Kombat 11, and Returnal. Sony isn't making its upcoming exclusive PlayStation games available on launch day through this subscription service, though, making it less of an Xbox Game Pass competitor. In fact, PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan suggests Sony's own games could suffer if they went straight to PlayStation Plus on day one. In terms of putting our own games into this service or any of our services upon their release, as you well know, this is not a road that we've gone down in the past, and it's not a road that we're going to go down with this new service. So it's a lot like your dad asking your mom for anal. I haven't given it to you in the past. You're not getting it in the future. Don't
I
watch
like the
Ballhogs.
Tom Segura reference.
Thank you. I'm glad you got that.
I got it.
I'm glad somebody's listening. Ballhog. Watch it.
Yeah.
Your mom's a ball hog. So still, Sony's combination of PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now offers more choices.
Hugs, back to PlayStation.
That might be the title of the podcast. Multiple ball hogs.
3 ball hogs deep. That's what they call it.
PlayStation Now offers more choices of how to play classic and new PlayStation games without having to subscribe to separate streaming services. It might not be true Game Pass competitor. It might not be a true Game Pass competitor, but it certainly is an improvement for PlayStation owners. Old man, what's your opinion on how disappointing this is?
It's still disappointing, but like for someone like me, I'm going to subscribe to it anyway because I get
What tier? Because you're Mr.
I'm-
Backwards Compatibility,
Platinum.
and for the medium tier, you get 400 backwards compatible games, and they add like I don't know a digital blowjob or something to the third tier. That's
So
probably not
I've
real.
paid
Blowjob
less
actually included.
for games outright since being subscribed to Game Pass and PlayStation Now. So for me, it's a benefit regardless. So I would go with the premium tier because I'm still going to save money.
$17.99, yeah. And you're gonna get the full tiered service, all the downloadable I think it's like downloadable.
And as long as they
content and all
include the
that.
PlayStation Plus into that subscription, I'm happy
Yeah, it's
because that's what
Plus
that's
and
what
Now.
Game Pass does.
essentially it's Plus and Now, and then they add on additional shit like, hey, remember those old games you want to play? Well, you can play them now.
Yeah, I mean
That
that's
thing
it.
we didn't want to give you, there you go.
I'm going to subscribe anyway. From someone like me, it saves me a lot of money.
Look, for some people, it makes sense because of the amount you get out of the subscription. And that comes down to a regular cost versus benefit for any subscription. What
Yep.
are you getting out of it? And when it comes to Game Pass, yes. Microsoft has a very smart look at their business, and PlayStation has a completely separate look at it. Where PlayStation looks at exclusivity, Microsoft is like a whore at, Christmas, just legs spread wide open. Like, what do you want to see? Where do you want to play with it? That's their motto. You could play with it anywhere. I think it literally is their motto, which is hilarious. But not as hilarious as the next story, which is a shitty segue because it's not hilarious. It actually looks like a pretty dope game. Marauders takes a high-stakes looter shooters to space, and we actually have a trailer below. Developers Small Impact Games, along with publisher Team 17.
Product not yet rated.
Thank you. Has announced a new
Product's
first-person
not rated at all.
shooter called Marauders, which
Careful.
is designed
It's not rated yet.
with mixed PvP and PvE
I might
elements in
say
mind.
fucking shit.
Oh, hang on.
Right?
I got my own warning. Hang on. Where is that one?
Warning, beware of foul language.
Yeah.
Set in an alternative 1990s where the Great War never ended, humanity has fled to space, where many people are forced to scavenge space stations and the like to survive. The setting is retro-futuristic, offering a
Oh, this is awesome.
diesel punk aesthetic instead of a high-tech and clean space fantasy like Star Trek. Players will raid cosmic vessels solo or with up to 3 players for allies for such loot, such as new guns, gear, and hopefully make it out alive in the end. If successful, you'll likely have all kinds of new weapons and tools to bring into the upcoming matches and experiences gains to boot.
back.
Or you can hawk most of it for some extra cash. Other players raiding the same place can spoil the run by taking your team during firefights that are likely to break out. Alternatively, they can also hop on your ship and commandeer it as their own. So that's why I will not be playing. You put all that time and effort modding up your spaceship, making it fucking dope, making it battle ready, and then some fucking mook comes in and steals your ship. Fuck you. Have a good day. Yeah. Now, obviously, going to be coming to Steam.
What's going to happen is one guy's going to make a ship. Everyone's going to steal those ships, and that's going to be it.
It's going to be more stealable than a fucking Honda Civic and more popular than the goddamn Millennium Falcon, and everybody's going to steal that shit. Like a porn star pussy. It's going to be all over the place. But it did seem like an interesting premise for a game. Having PvP, PvE, building up all that shit, like a retro 1990s, spacefaring society. It seemed interesting. So I kind of thought, like, hey, if that is your itch to scratch, that may be that futuristic game that you want to play, especially if you have that kind of attention into detail, into modding the gear and stuff, and your spaceship and stuff like that. That's stuff that they add into every kind of game, like Star Citizen and everything. So it may be that itch to scratch, but it is the last story we have for this evening. But we end off the week every single time with an end segment. And this week, you get summoned to a dungeon, and you can summon 2 fictional characters to help you. Who is it and why? So there was a game that inspired this end segment from my thought crevices, which was, I forget what it is. It's no, it's on Steam.
You can summon 2 other people. Wow, that's very specific.
Well, no, I just thought of that because of like a dungeon party, like especially in anime, usually have like 2 people. But there was a game, on Epic, to where the guy gets he's going to take a piss when he's playing a D&D match with his friends. He goes into the bathroom and he gets walks into a dungeon, and that's the game. You start off, and it's like a Metroidvania kind of game, and it's really dope. But I thought of like
dungeon,
that kind of shock to your system to where like, oh shit, I'm in a dungeon right now and I still have to pee, but I can summon 2 people to help me in fiction. Who are they going to be? Obviously, after you relieve yourself.
obviously.
I mean, if they summoned up while you were relieving yourself, it would be pretty awkward, but I think you'd get over it pretty quickly.
Maybe.
The genie from Aladdin before they freed him when he has to give me the wishes.
Yeah, but then you only get 3 wishes through the dungeon.
Oh, who says it's got to be about the dungeon, motherfucker? I'm getting superpowers. Fuck the other people. I'm getting superpowers.
That's a good fucking point. Goddamn. I was thinking very narrow-mindedly. All right. Like, well, the whole dungeon, you only got 3 wishes? Like, bitch, prep time, motherfucker. I'm Batman in this bitch. Okay.
Fuck that. I am Batman. Boom.
All right. So, fuck. I mean, even with just the genie, you get 2 genies in a lamp. You're set for fucking...
Yeah, and then the other one, I'll go with the carpet for a theme.
All right.
For
So
the
you're,
theme?
so you're Batman
So
with
like,
Batman.
no, I could be
on a flying carpet ride.
I just think he'd be cool to
It's a
have
whole
around.
new world, Alfred. There's a lot more justice that I can see.
Anyway.
So, old man, who are you 2 fictional? You pick Solid Snake in the chat.
I mean, Solid Snake is easy one.
Oh, he's a layup. Because if you're going through a dungeon, I mean, he would be the one to, like, sneak ahead. He'd be the scout, you know? Go through, pop the people through. It'd be pretty easy for the people behind you if you had Solid Snake in there with you. But who's your go-tos?
I'd probably say Solid Snake and Cloud.
Cloud has that fucking summoning, though. Because he got, like, Ifrit and Shiva and all that.
Yeah.
So, fuck. And then, like, damn, Cloud's a good one. And Solid Snake, he's a fucking, Black Ops,
Or Cadwell.
Could you imagine? All right,
Cadwell would be
Solid
fucking...
Snake, Sam Fisher.
Good
Have
day,
them
sir.
both together. Have them both together in the dungeon, and just like they'll be one-upping themselves all the time.
And I'm 25 miles back wondering what the fuck is going on and why there's so many dead people around me. What the fuck is going on around here? Where are those two at? I don't know what's going on.
For comedic value, would be Jack and Dexter. I mean, because it's Jack and Dexter, because you have the smart ass with the silent type.
I thought
Ratchet and Clank.
Samus Aran.
Samus Aran. I mean, but just blowing shit up.
Well, also the little ball would come in handy, and then a little ball with a fucking sizable detonation ability will come in handy, as well as the plasma cannon. You know. But also,
Yeah.
I mean, even just putting it outside that other realm of fiction, I thought of a nice one would be Wolverine.
Yeah. Isaac from Dead Space would be good too.
Oh, okay. I mean, Wolverine would be your ultimate best pal, though, because he could smell people coming. He is always going to heal, and he has claws.
Deadpool, because you would just be entertained.
No. You don't understand people who do not shut the fuck up.
I do.
Look, Deadpool is hated.
It's a fact. I do. I spend a lot
Look,
of
we
time
love
around
Deadpool because we are looking from the fourth wall. If you were in that universe, you would probably find him one of the most annoying fucking people ever. So, from a actual, like, realistic perspective, I don't know if you'd actually want that.
Give me Shepard.
Commander
With Grunt.
Shepard. But
No,
what,
with
besides video
Grunt.
game wise, where would you pull from?
Mike Tyson?
Count Drogo. Ooh, Count Drogo. Game of Thrones, motherfucker. That motherfucker.
I would just
Jason
pull
Momoa?
Mike Tyson.
Jason Momoa with Count Drogo. I'd be pulling fucking heads with that motherfucker in the dungeon.
No, I want Jason Momoa in the show C. It's on Apple Plus. It is an amazing show, but he is. It's a show based on like they all go blind and they've lived for so long being blind that they have adapted. So him in a dungeon with like he learning like echolocation and sonar and all that shit. That's awesome.
That sounds DC dark.
It is.
But if I were to go to like what almost like fantasy style from that realm, where would you go? Like Game of Thrones, I would say Gandalf.
Gandalf, Lord of the Rings.
I mean,
if
he
you're gonna
did
go- if
good
you're
in
gonna
that
go
first
dungeon-
one.
I mean, if you're gonna go dungeon, which do Gimli, because they make them.
Yeah.
They're mines for a reason.
I also thought you could go Star Wars on Luke Skywalker. I think he would be pretty handy in a dungeon. Or any
But
Jedi, really.
He hasn't made it to Tashi Station, but he has.
I mean, I think like any Jedi really, but like actually no, his dad, Anakin, Clone Wars Anakin, he would be the one
from
you
the
want to take
animated
into,
series, not the movie.
Yeah,
Are
he
we
would
on
be
that
the one you
segment?
want to take into a dungeon.
Yes, we are.
So, end credit, Kelly. You're summoned into a dungeon. Who are your two fictional characters?
Well, you just teleported. Speaking of teleportation, I'm gonna have to go with one would be Nightcrawler.
That was a good segue.
That's why I said you just teleported. One's gonna be Nightcrawler
Yeah.
because to get out of a dungeon, the easiest thing would be is just for him to grab me and teleport me, or I'm gonna go Goku for instant transmission because either way I'm out.
Yeah, that's a good.
You're not looking at it from the experience perspective.
It's
Who the
about
hell?
Oh,
Who
it's about the journey. It's about
There's nothing
almost
cooler than
dying
being in a
75
dungeon.
times, man.
I would love to be in a dungeon. That's my favorite.
That's the reason why you play Tobal number 1.
I'm just saying.
I thought it was if you were stuck in a dungeon, who would you want there with you? You know what? Nightcrawler, because you can just grab me and poof, I'm gone. Same with Goku.
I mean,
poof, gone.
your dungeon party. Like, who's your party? Like,
I didn't know.
Hello there. Stay a while and listen.
That was pretty good. It's pretty good, Kane Deckard.
I mean, like Joe Gilmore, he said, Link.
Okay. I'm gonna go with then. If that's the case,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with any character. We'll go with Riot, the first one, from Phantasy Star or Final Fantasy. Probably Phantasy Star because they all are badass and they know how to follow the leader. Like you would just be in a line, we'd just be going around the dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
You remember in those games where you're in a dungeon and
That
like fantasy
person?
stuff? Yeah. Like, wherever you go, they just like follow you, like Lemming style.
Oh yeah, they're
Yes.
leading you to that room.
I mean, every game of
you need to
those
speak
are
to
all
our
dungeons,
diplomat,
so
and then they take you through like 5 levels, and you're just like,
then I'm gonna say Ren from Phantasy Star 4, if anyone knows who that is.
Yeah, Fantasy Star Ren from Fantasy Star 3 and 4. That's a good pull.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4 though, not 3. I mean, he is from 3 and then 4, but 4 because I like Generations of Doom better.
you should try out
That's
that Fantasy
That's 4.
Star. You should try
Generations of Doom is 3.
You
We
should-
had this conversation before.
I don't think so. Hold on.
Go to the Google, but you should try out that Fantasy Star Online and stream.
I know because it's in the Steam library. You could just look in there.
Damn, old man supercomputer. I'm not going to argue with that. Big brother, who are your 2 people?
I picked the genie from Aladdin before he was freed, and so I get the 3 wishes.
Yes, the genie from Aladdin.
And I'm gonna go with Cadwell, not the carpet,
Cadwell is a good fucking pick, man.
because you know if I can get superpowers, someone might as well.
and he's
be there to
pleasant when you
entertain
talk to him.
me. Yeah, he's a bit crazy, but who's not?
Sir.
Yeah, he's polite. That's all I can
See-
really ask.
See, that's not fair. I didn't know that we were going with like who would you want to party with down there. Like I thought, like yeah, we're in a dungeon. Let's have a good time. I thought it was like,
No,
yo, you're in a
that's what
dungeon.
the genie
Get the
with the,
fuck out.
that's what the 3 wishes
The
are
3
for.
wishes are for him, like boom, 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 boom,
And
beefing
Cadwell's
up.
because we could have a great time while we do it.
You can have, and he is equally. He's a bit of a psychopath.
Well, the genie is a good
He's
idea
a
because then you could
psychopathic
just like
robot.
first 2 wishes could be like, yo, let's have a fucking giant party and have a good time. Second, be like, yo, let's now when I get out, we're gonna be rich. And then it's like there's like, get us the fuck out of here. And
And
you out, you're rich.
I could be indestructible. You know, I mean,
Oof, I don't know if
through
I
a
want that.
through a dungeon, that'd be pretty helpful. Luke,
I would
Cage
have
that
John
shit.
Wick with me,
Ooh,
with Neo.
Damn. John
Or
Wick
Ivan
and
Drago-
Neo.
or
John Wick and Chuck Norris with me. That's why I know.
John Wick, Neo, and what was his name in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Ted Theodore Logan.
All 3 of them, and then, dude, you could have that Spider-Man moment of all them pointing and saying, "Dude," that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
At least for
Connor's
meme
been watching
quality. Yeah, at least for meme quality. But no,
that. Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3.
I love that.
See, I still got to see
Why
the
not
third,
Peter
that last one.
Oh, but it was it ultimately. What about
Spider Pig.
Spider Pig, man? Fuck. I mean, from
wouldn't-
even
yeah,
the
so- but
entertainment
you-
quality.
You wouldn't be able to use Noir Spider-Man because you wouldn't be able to see him. It's in the dungeon.
Yeah.
That's why he would be the best. He'd be the ultimate stealth accomplice, like Solid Snake. It would be Solid Snake and Spider Noir for me. There you go. Because
Okay.
both them are doing the work, I can just walk through freely. Look at all these dead bodies.
Oh, that's such a big party. Having fun.
Well,
I'm
he's
so salty
thinking
right
of it.
now.
Oh, I'm having fun in the back. Those 2 are murdering people in the front.
And that's their
He's the
idea.
bard in the back,
I
just
could just
throwing away.
skip that all together and just poof out of
Toss a
there.
coin to your spider
2-way party.
and your snake. Spider and the snake.
Hey, Nightcrawler, transfer us to a party. Poof, gone out of the dungeon into a party. Bam.
Yeah, but then you miss the journey. And you're just
Well, you
getting
got
fucked up.
you
at a
had to
party.
get there in the first place. That's journey enough.
Which was poof.
No, I never said that he transported me in.
Ah.
Out.
of the dungeon, and then you just had a nice day, a day parade, just touring whatever town he poofed you into, and then
Yes.
you just walked into a party to end off the day because
into
it's a
the
nice
inn because they're in Fantasy Star. They're always inns.
like, hey, Nightcrawler,
I paid my 100 gold.
you ready to go back to the church? Actually, I could stay out a bit. You know what? I could too. Let's go to this party over here, and that's how you end off your day. That is a very nice story. That's almost like a Hallmark movie with Kelly and Nightcrawler's day. I think we could sell that.
I went on a date with Nightcrawler.
It's a bromance, sir. It's a broomedy.
Blind date.
Yeah, it's a broamedy. It's a
Nightcrawler edition.
comedy about a bromance.
It's just
a
a dungeon
broamedy.
crawl.
I am a bro guy, so I love my bros.
There we go.
You're all my bros.
We're starting a whole other genre of bro comedy. Okay, a broamedy. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Name needs work.
It does
Yeah, it does.
a lot of work, like this
This next
podcast, because this is none other than how we end off the podcast with the
So
thank yous.
before we end, I need to send you something, Matt. Okay. It's going to be through your messenger. So I met my friend Alexandra. She lives up in New Hampshire. She is going to be going for Miss Seacoast in. This is her right here.
Oh, okay.
She's going for Miss Seacoast, USA. So let me send you the file, and then you can play it through your PC, or we'll record something later for him. But I'll throw up the donate org link for her and everything. But met her through a Facebook post, and very lovely person. Went through some things in her past, and she's doing very well now. And now she's bringing her story forward and doing plenty of great things for herself. And she wants to, she wants to do these pageants and also help out the community in her area. So more power to her.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. So we'll definitely want to plug her out there. The thank yous. We want to thank you out to Frank Percy, Moisel Robinson, Matthew Kennedy, and you, Loyal Walljanger, for tuning in, supporting, liking, commenting, and subscribing all the time. And checking out Walljanger Gaming, where you'll find all the Per Janger family tuning in there. Myself, Big Brother, Connor, Maisie, Old Man, everybody's involved. And, of course, none other than a long drawn out goodbye. I am your host, Matthew Bugarel, the Matman. In the Projector Box, we have our Iron Kelly, as well as Christopher Bristow, the Old Man. Our omnipotent presence that is Big Brother Stephen Bugarel, as well as our mascot and hero time, Link Diablo. And of course, until next week, we love you. We miss you. We want to see you then. Game on, Walljangers. Bye-bye.
Oh no, we're gonna end it.
Shutting it off.
Oh my gosh, we're shutting it off. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Play on my Bajangers. That was a good segue. Our Island Kelly.
And we're done.
We are done.
Hey.
I'm so glad you showed up, baby buddy.
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah, darts is now done, so yeah.
Is there
I
a
can't
season?
go anywhere. No, that was on Wednesdays. But
There's a season
like-
for darts? Like, there's a point where you're just like, hey, man, dart season's done. Really?
no, I changed up my schedule a lot, so I should be able to be here more.
Oh, that's great.
We missed you.
We'll get more
I've
views.
been coming on like twice a month.
I noticed by the setting of the sun that it was right about cardboard or Cackle Kelly season, to where the sun came in at a certain angle to where I knew that, like, oh shit, this is like Cackle Kelly season when I'm setting up the season this studio now. So I kind of figured it was around that season. There you go. The light of our podcast. What was that? Episode 20?
Something like that.
Episode 20. Light of our podcast. It's been 3 years, buddy, since the Triforce at Comic
Since we
Universe.
tried.
It has.
All right, baby's crying. Gotta go put her to bed.
Bye-bye.
All
Love
right,
you.
do your thing.
See you guys.
Like, share, subscribe below.
Bye.